Welcome back to Animal Well. I'm Dear Darling, and remember, there is always more than what you see. Where you might be like, hey Dear Darling, why are you not immediately going into the animal game? Well, I suppose it's because last time, let's have a little reminder. What essentially happened is we found the donut dimension, where we can travel to an alternate world where somehow, some way, our good friend the Manticore exists, and we can enter their mindscape. Well, not the mindscape, their literal body. Now, the thing we noted is the fact that there are a lot of rabbit statues here, and rabbits. Now, that one rabbit we have in there is actually one we found earlier. There's another Manticore here, isn't there? Can't we make them, like, say hi to each other, or how does that work? Hello? Just, like, cats roaming over each other. But yes, the general idea being that that rabbit is something we've seen before. It's one we found in the house, in the TV, if anything. And it looks like there's just entirely loops. I wonder if we go up, it goes loops down as well. I'm not really sure, but we did see like a platforming section. I wouldn't be surprised if it does loop like this. But yes, the long and short of what I was saying is the fact that, or maybe it just constantly goes up one. I'm not sure. I do like how when the Manticore, no, I don't know. I like how when the Manticore moves, it very much looks like it's a swimming cat or something. I don't know how far up we can go. Is there a limit to this? I guess there isn't a limit, so I guess, interestingly, this dimension doesn't loop around like the actual material plane does. Oh, here we go. So it does loop around because we saw this before. I don't really know what it means though, this sort of platforming area. But anyway, the long and short of what we're talking about is there was a rabbit we discovered many episodes ago, and we were like, what the heck is that? And I was like, that must be another collectible or something in this game. Like, I don't know what else this could possibly be. So it does loop around also this world. And so, if you don't know at this point, we're also following on from a guide by someone called Veni Vodka to not give us, like, literally the clue, the answer for everything, but to give us hints and pointing of direction, because I don't like exploration, but I do like puzzle solving. Oh yeah, this is the thing I wanted to check out. I don't know if we can make it though. How do I get out of my kitty friend? I guess we have to do some platforming probably. I need to find like a solid ground to sort of stand on, because we haven't got the thing to be like disembark. Or maybe we do it from solid ground and we fall down onto it. I don't know if it actually leads to anything, but it certainly seems interesting. Oh, we could probably just make that jump because of the low gravity. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so we discovered that rabbit ages ago, and then we were like, well, that's probably something of significance, but we'll think about what that could possibly mean later, probably some sort of collectible. It turns out it certainly is a collectible, as we're following on this guide from Veni Vodka, and I read forward a little bit just to see what the next section is. So the next section is basically collecting these rabbits, essentially, and there's a whole list of rabbits, which 244 2090. Okay. This UV one seems to hold many secrets. I don't know what this can mean, by the way. This must be another secret. I don't know how deep the animal well goes, by the way. But the general idea being is that there's many rabbits for us to discover and find, and I assume this will land us on the rabbit platform eventually. So that's basically what we're going to do. We're going to follow along, and it's going to give us a vague guide, hopefully, of where to find the rabbit. And then when we find it, we are going to try and solve a puzzle. So, and it turns out, the first thing, I also do know that clock is the same as this clock, which I don't know if we've ever UV lighted. 9330. That is probably significant in some way or another. I wonder if we can affect it, like using something else. Because obviously we had to do some sort of counting system here, but I don't know exactly how we're about to do that. Anyway, we found a rabbit here, because it turns out if you use a remote in this room, it cycles through a load of emotions, and then there's another room which gives you a direction to play for each emotion, and then you play it on the flute, and then it works. But we're not here to do that. We're here to do the other rabbit puzzles, essentially. And the first one, I'm just going to go in order from top to bottom. They've given star ratings for how difficult they are, and the first one is 5 stars. It's called the Mural, which I remember we mentioned before. We can probably see it on a map somewhere. I don't remember exactly where, but there is a room where there is a rabbit mural. So we're going to go to that room. I don't remember where it is. It's somewhere near the beginning, because it's really early on in the game, I recall. But essentially, this is not solvable, as I understand it, by myself. It is a community puzzle, which, you know, is actually great to know beforehand, before I spend like a ridiculous amount of time trying to solve it. Because a similar thing happened in Fez, which I brute forced the solution to, and then like it was actually like a community puzzle. No, one of them was a community puzzle which I had no chance of solving, and the other I brute forced for no apparent reason, to be honest. I might as well have just looked up the solution. But this one, we're not going to look up a solution. We're just going to look up where the puzzle actually is, because that's the only part which interests me. I don't know where the rabbit mural is, by the way. Because I can't... Oh, there it is. Right. Wonderful. So, what we're going to do is basically go to the rabbit mural. And I've read, basically, essentially, what we're kind of meant to do for rabbit mural. So... You'll have to forgive me the fact that I looked up a little bit. But I don't know exactly what exactly we have to do, essentially. I know conceptually what we have to do, but I don't know how it's going to manifest. Is perhaps the best way to put it. So, rabbit mural. We should save on the phone here. I'm basically just trying to be as transparent as possible with what I know, so you don't give me false credit of like, whoa, you're a genius, how do you figure that out? I didn't. Is the answer. For this mural, which I don't also think we've UV lighted, but we might as well look. But essentially, as I understand it, there is some way to get pieces of a puzzle, and everyone has gotten a different piece of a puzzle in the game, and it's a community puzzle which once you put all the pieces together, you can create something. I don't know what you do with that necessarily at the moment, but the long and short is someone made a very helpful website, which I'll hopefully reveal now. Let me see. Where have I put it? Like this, which I don't know where you get these from, and I don't know what these dots mean, but apparently everyone gets something like this, and I assume you can assemble it together in a puzzle, and maybe it spells something, maybe it doesn't, I don't know, but that's basically what my goal is at the moment, is to create whatever this mural is. We'll just leave Animal Well on in the background, I suppose, for the music or the ambiance. But submitted by Selbit. Oh, it's got who submitted each one on it. So my overall guess is essentially that these dots mean that like must match up with like. So these two can only fit together because they have a one dot pointing in each direction. So, like every good puzzle, we should, I think, start by finding the corners. And we can start by placing things along the edge which make sense one way or another. And then hopefully from there we can actually start trying to figure out what we're trying to create. Because I don't really know what this could possibly be. I mean, those two certainly look like they fit together. So I think we're off to a roaring start. But that's basically it. This will just basically be us trying to assemble a puzzle. And then we're just sort of going to see what happens from there. Once we have a puzzle assembled, we're going to have to figure out exactly what we do with this puzzle. Because, honestly, who knows? At this point, it is all a mystery. So right now, okay, we have our 4 corners. I'm just basically trying to find all the pieces which go along with edges. And from there, we'll be able to hopefully explore into how things should fit together. So this should be relatively straightforward because only one thing will fit up here. And of course, I'm not going to pretend that there's not like some false credit here for me doing this, because I don't have to do the difficult part of being like, oh, these pieces all come together to make a puzzle. I don't have to make this interface. I don't have to do all the manual work, which I'm sure the community had a very fun time doing when this was first revealed, essentially. That feels like I should go over there, but But I am also many, many years late to the animal well trained, so it's also like I can't really do anything to undo that. Not that I want to. Not that I want to try and discredit exactly what's been discovered by the animal well community. Honestly, they've done a stand-up job, and I'm thankful that I can reap the benefits of having an easy time through everything. Apparently I've missed another bottom edge puzzle. This one. So this looks like it probably fits to that. But it could fit with this as well. We're looking for another 3, which I guess would be this. So this in one direction or another. It must be this, because this has like a sort of pattern going on here. This must go on this side as well, because there's some similar reasons. And these lines, I can see this one going here, because it's got a bit of yellow, and this one can go here, because it's got a bit yellow. So we're looking for a 2. These are all 2s. So I don't know what order this necessarily goes in. That makes sense to me. And then this would have to be like this. Okay, that seems reasonable. This part's going to be more difficult. So what can go here? It can go be this. That seems reasonable. Could be that. That seems more unreasonable to me. And or it could be this. What does that look like? Well, the thing is, I don't know what we're trying to make. This certainly looks right, whatever this is, a flower. Oh, it's not right. What can go here? A 3. Probably you, because that has sort of like an air of symmetry about it. It looks like we're making fireworks or something. It looks like we should also have a bottom left of this. There'll be 2 yellow blocks in the top right, which don't seem to exist, so maybe that's not what this is? I was going to say it looks like we're making fireworks, but I might be sorely mistaken. What goes here? It's a 2 block. A 4 block? Okay, hold on. So these 2 go next to each other. I'm not really sure why there's a 4, 3, or 2, or what the number of the blocks is meant to mean, but at this point I'm just kind of here to solve a puzzle, so let's not overthink it too much. I'm sure someone will tell me anyway. So what goes next? I guess it's meant to be solvable in such a way that there's only one solution. I'd be surprised if it's otherwise. I can see if it's going here. Then maybe this as a gap, and then does that even fit in there? One and a 2? 1 and a 2. Okay, that looks reasonable. So I'm not sure what I'm looking at, but it certainly looks like there's some big shape here. Maybe in the middle there's something of significance. This feels like it should certainly go down here somewhere though. Probably over here. Just a block of blue. And there's another 4 block, which I guess goes here. We'll have to make a lot of assumptions, probably. But I think this is pretty reasonable thus far. I guess these dots are just meant to be for the community to sort of verify that everything is joining up exactly as anticipated. There's a lot of just blue in the middle here. So this feels like it should maybe round up the shape over here. I see it being here, but then we need more blue here. Maybe this. Okay. This is just a block of blue, which does not seem as useful as I personally thought it could be. There's not many 4s, so this 4 at the bottom is probably this 4 here. I guess it's meant to do with the amount of empty space, maybe? The 4s are meant to be more distinctive, so it's something like, oh yeah, this is so obviously meant to be here. Okay, let's see. This blue thing I can see being around here-ish, maybe? Could it be here? No, could it be here? I guess it could be here. No, it can't be here. Okay, I don't know where this goes. But the general idea of us trying to continue on these shapes, I guess we can try and continue on this shape. Sort of diagonal. I can see that going here. Certainly that looks like it fits. There's not many from the bottom tiles, so I guess it could be this one. In fact, it has to be this one because this is the only one left. So this is in the wrong place, which is scary. Okay, maybe we shouldn't have done all these blue blocks. Maybe we put all the blue blocks over here just so we know. So how many of these blue blocks end with a 1? Literally only this one, so only this one can go here. So how many have 3, 3, 2? 3, 3, 2? That's a 3, 3, 3. That's a 3, 3, 2 on the other side though. So that basically has to go here. We need a 2 at the bottom and a 3 on the side, which can only be this one. This is a 4 on the top, so it has to be this one, which is a 4 on the bottom. And this is a 3 on the bottom, 2 on the side. 2 at the top, which could be this. 3 at the bottom, 3 on the side. So it is this. I'm pretty sure this is what we made, so I guess this one was in the wrong place. Or maybe it is the right place. 2, 2, 3? Is that what I had before? I don't know. A 4 on the side is interesting though. Again, not a very common dot arrangement, so perhaps that is what we should be seeking out. So this is a 4 on the side. So it's probably these two go together. I guess the 4s are just meant to connect things which don't conceivably look like they have a good link. This plausibly looks like it could go here. I don't know where else this would go. If we combine a 2, 1, 1, like this. I don't know what this is at the moment. This looks like it could go there. No, can't go there. It's a 4 to the left. Actually, this is also a 4 to the left. Oh, wait, this is also a 4, so it's probably like this. It's quite dramatic. So this is a 2 and a 2. That's a 1 and a 1. Could be this. Is that? It's a 1, 2, 2. Which I think must be this. So it looks like they're not fireworks, maybe they're flowers? I'm not sure what I'm looking at here, to be honest. That kind of looks like it just goes there, though. Just visually. Oh, it's a rabbit, isn't it? This looks like another rabbit head. Like, I can see that going there. It's got a bit of a haunting gaze, I think. 2, 3, 1. That's a 2, 1, 2. 2, 1, 2, 2. 2, 1, 2, 2. Okay, that goes here. It's like a rabbit. So this is a shadow. It's in a flower field, I guess. Must be. Some of these blocks certainly are a lot less interesting than some of the other ones. So we need a 1, 2, 2. Which I guess is this. Yeah, that looks right. 2, 1, 1. And then 3, 3. So it's this. Okay. Nice. So the site I'm using, by the way, is philipgitpush.github.io/bunnyMuralHelper. So I guess we have this now, which I don't really know what we're going to do with it, but we have it. I'll make a screenshot and save it as well. I mean, I guess I can't help but notice that this is another mural, essentially exactly the same as the mural we have before. I'll figure out a way to put this somewhere else. Animal well mural. And I assume if I just sort of get rid of a browser for a second, we take a look. Is it the same size? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 21, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. It looks basically like the same size. So I guess in some way or another we need to turn the mural we have here into the other mural. I have noticed there's a remote receiver over there. Okay, I see. That was actually quite startling. I didn't know it could set off TNT as well. What am I doing? I'm just like, is there something else? Control panel. had to manually put this image in. That's gonna take forever. Well, I guess we'll do that in the next episode. I'm just like, where did you get the panel from, though? You know? There's gotta be something to do with this, because we literally just opened... Oh, do you think... Oh, okay, very good. I was like, where do you get your panel from? So we got this one. We got one of the corner pieces. We got the top right corner. So, I mean, if they were still trying to figure out this puzzle, and no one had ever gotten the top right corner before, we'd be really useful at the moment. But they probably solved this puzzle like a year ago or something, so probably not the most useful thing for them now. I wonder if the remote does anything else. I think we did look at this place before and be like, there's a weird gap here. There's a gap to the right as well, which makes me think there must be something else going on. You know, one thing I always thought about as well is you see these blocks up here, they've just got the pattern of the circles at the top. I wonder if there is like a secret code hidden in one of them. It's just a load of zeros, but are they really zeros? Okay, anyway, I guess on the next episode we'll be painting this mural, which is going to painstakingly take a very long time, so if you have been watching, thank you very much. It's been Animal Well, I've been Darling. Likes, comments, subscription, shares, greatly appreciated. Socials, Discord down below. Hope to see each other again, but for now it's our farewell. So until next time, bye bye for now.